This lesson will introduce your pupils to the NewsWise code. They'll be using it to work out what is fake and what is real news. Once they are familiar with it, they can refer back to it whenever they are unsure about a news story. You might want to print copies of the fake or real voting sheets. These can be used when you're looking at the headlines during the main activity. You will also need to share the reports that your class are investigating. You might want to print copies, or you could share them on a platform like Google Classroom. There are 4 fake news stories you can use in a later activity. Choose the ones that you think work best for your class. You could print them or project them. And remember to read the core knowledge and skills section of the lesson plan. The first activity will help you to gauge your pupils' initial understanding of fake news. Present Nav's story, a scenario where the character Nav wants to know whether a story is real or fake. Guide your pupils to think about what fake news is, whether it matters, and what they can do to find out whether a story is real or not. Exploring Nav's story is intentionally distanced from the pupils' own experiences. Encourage your pupils to refer to Nav rather than themselves so they don't feel under pressure to reveal their feelings. More information on distancing techniques can be found in our guidance on making your classroom a safe climate for talking about news. In the main learning activities, your pupils will give their gut reactions to real or fake headlines before learning how to identify trustworthy stories. They will end this part of the lesson by thinking about the consequences of fake news. First, show the fake or real headlines and have your pupils give their initial reactions to each of them. But don't ask too many follow-up questions. This part of the lesson reinforces that a headline alone doesn't give enough information to make an informed choice. Be careful not to reveal the answers, because they'll be investigating 2 of the stories next. Pupils look at the evidence for 2 stories to try and work out which one is real and which one is fake. The NewsWise code and the NewsWise navigator will guide your class through questioning the source and checking the coverage of both reports. Questioning the source means considering whether a source of news is reliable and trustworthy or not. Checking the coverage means investigating whether other reliable news sources are reporting the same story. The final activity provides different stories for your pupils to think about the consequences of fake news being shared. Discuss the thoughts, feelings, and actions that someone might experience if they came across one of these stories, using the distancing techniques from earlier. You may also wish to discuss different ways that fake information can be produced, such as using generative AI. You could look at our resource on manipulated images and try some of the activities. Finish the lesson by creating a list of reliable and credible sources of news. Many pupils will have limited or no experience of different sources of news, so this can be a really useful resource to keep on display. You could even add to it as you work through the unit. Before wrapping up the lesson, take a moment to reveal which of the headlines were fake and which were real in that first activity. In the next lesson, pupils will learn how information online can be targeted to them based on their history and preferences.